Day YouTube. Today's topic is don't fear change. You've probably heard this before, but change is constant. And that is true. Yes, it's okay to get a little bit excited, nervous about change, about new things, but don't fear change. I'm at a point in my life right now where there's always been change, but the change right now is that in 10 months I'll be going back to my civilian job for the Air Force. I'll be living in Colorado Springs every night as opposed to this place where I stay in Aurora. That's exciting. The list goes on. I'm going to be earning less money, but change is part of life. And I have learned since I joined the Air Force in 1996 to not only look for it, embrace it, accept it, go with it, because that is part of life. What has changed for you? It could be graduating high school, it could be going to college, starting a new job, thinking about joining the military, thinking about retiring from the military, or separating after 4 years or 6 years or 10 years from the military. But when I say don't fear change, this is what I'm trying to say is life is good, but life overall is short. And what I mean by that is I'm 45 years old, and if I'm lucky, I'm at the halfway point of life. Because of that, and I've always felt this way, is you have to maximize your life. I speak for myself, so I'm not saying you have to, but it'd be a good thing if you maximize your day, your life. That's how I look at it. My outlook is positive. Change, let me give you some examples of change in my life. When I joined the Air Force, came in as a firefighter, I retrained into personnel, back to tech school. After 2 years as a personnel individual, I made the staff, the rank of staff sergeant. I had been in 5 years, 9 months, 28 days, and I was separating for change again to do ROTC, which I did that. Came back to the Air Force as an officer. I left as an officer active duty in 2006, not by choice, because of a reduction in force. Went into the reserve, was going to do real estate. I signed up to go to real estate school, but then I got a civil service job for the Air Force, so I did that instead. Then I did another job. You change jobs in the military often. I did equal opportunity, loved it. I met great people. Change brings challenges, but it also brings a lot of positives, and meeting new people and seeing new things and doing new things. That's what it's about. Where I am in my life right now, at the age of 45, I'm 9 months and maybe 20 days from retiring. Yes, I have a countdown in my mind, going back to civil service. Our home where we live, it's been a great home for 14 years. We've raised our son who's grown. We've raised our daughter who's now going back to school in just a few days next week. That's changed. We had her with us for the summer. She leaves. She's driving. I'll be going with her to her school, to her new apartment. That's change as well for her, for us. My wife and I are under contract right now for a brand new home. To us, when I say brand new, the house was built in 1972, but it's new for us. I can't share those details just yet because we're under contract and it's not completed. In about a month or so, you're going to see a video. We're going to shock you with our new home. We're excited. That's change. It's completely different than the home that we live in right now. I may have a mortgage for 1 or 2 years again, because we don't have a mortgage right now. But that's change. It's saying, it's having that vision and planning, and those are good things, not bad. Change is constant. I hope to be here in this world 30 years from now, 40 years from now. I'd be 85, talking about something, or maybe it's face to face. Who knows what's going to happen, but don't fear change. It's okay, like I said, to have anxiety, a little bit of anxiety or nervousness or butterflies in your stomach, but there are good people around us. I don't know it all at my job, in life. I surround myself by good people, good teammates, and those are wingmen for myself, and I hope to do that for others as well. That's just the outlook that I have. Of course, if you are different in the sense that you don't like change and you have to do things always the same, that's okay. But I'll challenge yourself to do things a little bit different. And that's a challenge that I tell myself. When I was in my 20s and 30s, I used to be excited about life, but I would go from being happy to upset, really upset in a heartbeat. My wife can tell you that. My 2 children can tell you that. Change is saying I want to do something different, to celebrate, to make it better for myself, to make it better for my family. And I think I've grown as an individual, and that's a good thing. But I can tell you this also, that there is a lot of growth left for me in my life. I've told my daughter this when we were in New York City just a few months ago. And it's not to be a somber, dark thought, but at the age of 45, right now where I am in my life, if I were to go today, let's say I get into a car accident, I have lived a solid, incredible, satisfying life. And I say that not just because I want to spread positivity, because that was a hot topic on YouTube maybe 6 months ago. It's not about that. It's about truth, and that's what that is, at least for myself. Now, does that mean that I've lived a perfect life? No, not at all. Far from that. I've made mistakes. I've had things happen to me as a child or as an adult or a father, husband, where either it's my fault or somebody else's fault, but life has its challenges. Change is saying, okay, what am I in control of and what do I not have control? In other words, I'm not going to try to control that because I can't control that. So that's one of the things that we should remember. There's things that we can control and things that we can't. That's what life is about. Make a difference in the things that you can't control. Seek change. I'll wrap up now. In my next chapter of life in 2018, I may want to go look into teaching part-time at a university or community college or going to school as a student. I doubt the school thing will happen as a student because I'm going to live in one part of town and the schools are going to be over there, and I will work full-time. But I also want to have a lot of fun, whether it's travel, whether it's our new property, our home, that if everything goes through, I can make a video about that in just a month. It's completely different. Like I said, it's worth the wait. Accept change. Don't fear change. Surround yourself by good people out there who can help you. Hope you've enjoyed it. Take care.